boy Face, man, back with another reaction. Yeah, the do you off this time for me. I'm about to get the waves in, about to get the waves spinning. Give me some time. Like, comment, subscribe, though. Handle that. Yeah, I'll be playing. I ain't gonna lie, though, today, this one heavy. I ain't gonna lie, I saw this video a little minute ago. This shit say, Florida mom tried selling baby for $500. I ain't gonna lie. Let's just get started. This is heavy. You trying to sell your baby for? What's a good price to sell your baby for? It's probably no good price. Put it in the comments. What's a good price to sell your baby?
Conversation about trying to sell.
What? She said, I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. If I lost her,
oh shit. It just gets started off the rip. You give me $500.
I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now.
She's not playing.
If I lost her, I would kill myself. I can't live without my baby.
The day is just
she got mixed emotions. This is the definition of mixed emotions. I can't live. I would kill myself with my baby. But if you give me $5 right now,
worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
One officer gets a call to check on the welfare of an 18-month-old baby girl.
They were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
Okay. Here, let's walk over here so we're not right in front of everybody talking. So what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
As far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
We all going through a lot. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot going on.
To beat the shit out of me, and I don't want it around my kid.
So
Lee Conley will not take me.
Lee Conley won't take you?
No, because there was a conflict of interest to where one of their staff members told my husband where I was.
So Lee Conley, you've already dealt with them and they won't take you?
Right. I'm willing to do public assistance, public housing. I'm willing to do Mellon Manor.
So she going out with her husband damn near right
now. I
now.
know you didn't have a license for a while because we had an issue with that, so I remember that.
If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's going to talk to you. She's going to bring some stuff for the baby.
I don't lie. She look like you can't trust her. I don't lie. She probably did some wild shit. I ain't gonna lie.
No, the child's own
I feel like DJ goes for me. I'm just assuming. Like, she probably did some wild shit.
Safety.
She'll be coming over here.
Little does the officer know, the child's own mother, 33-year-old Jessica Woods, may present the biggest risk to her safety.
I'm going to be going over to the H&R block.
Well, she's coming over here. She'll be here shortly. She was getting the bag together now. She was trying to figure out, get information on the baby.
I need emergency housing.
She might be able to help you kind of steer me in the right direction. Well, Lee Conley was actually what I was going to try to recommend, but obviously, that's kind of not the,
You know, just because a baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble. No. I'm sure you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Who called? Am I allowed to go to H&R block? Am I allowed to go?
Well, I've got, like I said, I've got our victim's advocate coming out here that's going to try
Can
to
I
get some
sit in the
stuff for
car
the
or
baby.
something? I'm freezing.
I don't want to sit you in the back of my car or anything, and I can't put you in the front. Let's walk over to this parking lot by my car at least, that way we're not out here.
I'm freezing and I'm quite
Now, I know you freezing. I don't know how it's feeling out there. It's Florida.
I'm not sure who exactly called.
Out there, belly shirt.
Called and I came in and spoke with the staff, and they kind of gave me a rundown of the situation.
Yeah, they fed us.
Yeah. So that's at least good. You got some food. The baby got some food.
Yeah. So basically what happened was, and if you want to know the true story, I got married, my mother signed the paper when I was 16. I became a nurse, I became a business owner. At 33, I got divorced, and my husband is entitled to everything I've ever owned since I was 16 years old. So he's got... At 33, I got divorced, and my husband is entitled to everything I've ever owned since I was 16 years old.
Since she was 16?
So he's got...
That's why you gotta pay attention to shit. I ain't gonna lie.
So
she should have been left that nigga alone.
Got in control of everything since I was 16 years old. He has exclusive possession of my bank account, my home, and my vehicles.
Well, what was the situation with that old Crown Vic you were driving for a while? The one that was attacked?
That was my uncle's. That he was letting me use because my husband was trying to railroad me.
And then I know...
I'm getting another vehicle.
I know we had pulled you over.
My husband was trying to railroad
a guy that had a warrant a little while back. Was that
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
It just sounds wacky.
Was that the husband in question?
No.
So
where have you been staying with the baby?
Victims' advocates arrive and seeing
I ain't
no
gonna lie,
immediate
lady
danger,
need a blessing.
provide fresh clothes and diapers for the child, and Jessica is sent on her way. But the baby girl resurfaces sooner than anyone expected, this time at the police station and in the arms of an employee from a nearby business.
This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it was drizzling. She was asleep and the baby was in there hollering. So then I said, do you want me to go to the store and get her some stuff and she can sit in here? And she was like, no. Do you have some money? I said, no, ma'am. I have money to get your daughter stuff. And she was like, no, you can just have her. I was like, ma'am. I said, no. I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call these people so they can help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part. Then she went to Dollar General. And that's, I guess, why they had a police report this morning for Dollar General, her throwing stuff on top of the little girl. And she came back to our job. At this point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money.
She was on a bad time of this day.
Like,
she was so chill. Like,
she said, oh, I'm
right
not
now.
And then took her in the bathroom and she was hitting her. I don't know why. I don't know what she did or...
Yeah, she was bugging this day.
But I'm just saying, I don't know what the reason was. And she left out of there. When she left out of there, I called the police. I think the man that just came here, I waved him down in traffic. And I said, could you follow me? She's right there. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it. And then hurry up and grabbed it. And I'm like, is she crazy? So at this point, I'm following her into Dollar General. I told my manager what I was doing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I see the police officer.
Especially if
like,
this
okay,
shit true. That's wild.
And I'm like, all the stuff she done did this baby, y'all should be charging her for that.
I ain't gonna lie, not everybody need kids, bro.
Okay. She came back.
I think we all done seen it. Like, not everybody needs kids.
This was all last night.
Some of this is from today.
Yes. So she walking past the job with some other girl. And she said, come here. Because I trust you. Come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked two of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, I'll give you, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the road. If you know Krill.
You ain't see it happen, but.
So she's getting ready, and I grabbed the baby, and I picked her up, and I said,
nigga, what?
I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me. I said, what is too much for you? I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the. And I said, okay. And I got the baby.
It's crazy.
I was crying. I walked across the streets. And I tried to wake her up.
How can you just make some shit up like this? Niggas ain't just making up. You feel me? Niggas just not making no shit up like this.
Detectives attempt to piece together the puzzle of Jessica's day. Where did she go after speaking to police this morning, and where is she now?
Shorty said, I'm tired of this shit. 500. Give me 500 you have right now. 500 you have right now. Like, damn.
We're not enabling her.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like, we're not enabling her, and we're not breaking the law for her either. I know your hands are tired this morning. I wasn't mad. I can't see how people do this to us.
No, I have, since I talked to you, I've been trying to find a reason to arrest her. So I was just looking for her right before you showed up here. She stole from the dollar store, and I went to go arrest her. And I
Stealing
talked to
from the dollar store.
I asked them.
I mean, everybody feel me be trying to steal from the dollar store. I'm not even gonna try to get on her ass for that. But you gotta get low. You getting caught like you not good at what you doing, man.
I was like, no, because
how you get caught for stealing
to her
dollar
earlier, she
store?
said she didn't have anyone.
Exactly.
So it already shot up red flags.
I feel like you was
Not
trying
even
to
10
get
minutes later,
caught.
I was
You had to
doing
do
something in my
something
car
dumb shit.
because you were here with her. And I was like,
You go back to the lady, she look like the type of lady you get caught. She's stealing at the dollar store, Dollar Tree or some shit. Everybody get low. How you get caught? What the fuck going on?
What time did we get the shoplifting where she stole the sandals and walked out of?
that wasn't long ago. That was like maybe 30 minutes ago.
They were black
45 minutes
sandals?
ago.
I don't know. She
apparently
walked
just took
out
some.
of Dollar General with some sandals.
So I got
that she stole.
the timeline for the.
Because when she just gave it back, she didn't have
Because
no
at that time, the clerks were saying that because she didn't have the baby with her then, she was saying that she gave the baby to her sister for the weekend.
No, I'm not her sister. I ain't no kid.
It's just some random lady.
So I don't know if it's
Who you knows her. That just caught her in the act bugging. Like,
I mean, we know she didn't have the baby at that point. So.
right, and she knows what time she got the baby. So.
Yeah, I had baby like 2:45.
and think about all the other people that probably saw this lady bugging, but it's probably just minding business. Like, nah, she wild.
She could have got far.
But I gotta go.
Other dollar store or burger.
Probably would have just got away with
Good
the bullshit.
Samaritan headed back to work. Child Services takes the baby girl into custody. And after two
She
full
got quiet
days
to
of
dodge,
hide and
though.
seek,
You won't get picked up by
officers
the
finally locate our Mother of the Year nominee, who, surprise, has her own account of events.
What's your daughter's name? How old is
She's 18 months old. She's my world and I'm hers.
okay. Where is
Was supposed to be returned to me last night by 6 p.m. I got called by the police and told me the DCF got involved. I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of an abusive marriage and I'm trying to get back on my feet. I just got a stable place to stay.
Since when you had these,
Numbers. I told her I
you gotta take nobody's daughter to buy clothes. Go get the clothes.
She wanted to keep her for
Tell
a week.
you
I
what,
told her no way.
but
I
I don't know.
I have 5 witnesses.
I don't know
to
nothing
this.
about that.
Okay. The next thing I know, I got served with an order that's
nah, anybody should be
saying that
back.
I am not
Nah,
allowed
you
to
can just go
to
get the
H&R
clothes.
Block. Any attempts that I made to contact her,
stay
I
here.
could not reach her. So when I called, the DC was stating that I am not allowed to go to H&R Block. And any attempts that I made to contact her, I could not reach her. So when I called the DCF caseworker yesterday, he told me that he was supposed to meet me with my daughter, that for some reason he had her, which I'm not even understanding why, because
Oh, she don't know what's going on.
the H&R Block employee, the one I go to church with, was supposed to be staying the night with her, one night.
okay. And what's the worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's, I don't know which her legal name. I can pull up everything in my phone. I know I thought she was a good lady. Apparently her and my sister are working together. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
And you don't know his last name?
To be honest with you, I'm having an anxiety attack. My child just got taken from me, and I'm a nurse, and I could be losing everything.
So how long have you known?
I've known her on and off for like 10 years.
Okay.
Like I said, she asked me several times. I told her multiple times, no, I don't like my child to go anywhere. She repeatedly asked me, she said, I can help you with clothing, I can help you get diapers, please let me help you. One of my friends was there, her name.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty much for this video anyway.
My friend recently asked me for some money, and I was like, why aren't you using Empower? When I need cash and my patient
I never
is
been
gone,
so
I
psyched
should
to
use
see
Empower, and you should
one
too.
of
They
my
can send you
black
a
queens.
She said,
Stupid ass
just
ad,
get the
man.
help. You need it right now. I said, one night, only one night. And when she didn't return my call, I told her that I was going to call the police and report my daughter missing if she didn't produce my child.
In Jessica's version, this was a conspiracy to kidnap her baby.
I needed the help. I've been going through DCF to try to get housing and stuff. So like I said, I could use the help with the clothes and stuff. I never asked her for money, never.
Okay.
But like I said,
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell?
what?
I'm just.
No.
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 Okay.
I would never sell my child.
Okay.
No. I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life.
That could have been a real reaction, but that shit seemed fake as
I
ass.
would kill myself. I can't live without my baby.
And the
The thought
conspiracy
of
goes
that.
deeper the more Jessica speaks.
But like I said multiple times,
That didn't even seem real.
She actually came out with 3 other employees, and they kept asking me.
The thought of that just disgusted
I
me.
should have known something was
That
up,
even
and
seemed real. Just
I stupidly thought people still were decent human beings. And
she wanted that 5 million. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. She wanted that 5 million. She needed that. She ain't lying. She lying. You never know. I ain't gonna know. It's just he say, she say right now.
As soon as I found out all of this, I made contact with the officer.
I thought they had it on camera. Her really trying to sell the baby for 500. That would have been crazy.
You said you called
I
her
feel
that
like I got
night,
clickbait.
and then you called her again throughout the night? You called her the next day about?
Yes, I did call her. I have all that on my phone.
Yeah. But here's my contradiction. You said that you're like, you're very concerned about your daughter. You were trying to do the best for her, which I get. If somebody can provide something right now that you can, there's nothing wrong with that. People helping people, right? It takes a community, it takes a village to raise a child, right? However, here's my thing.
I'm sorry. Can you please take this off? I have a bad cut and it's really hurting my.
We can't take them off, okay?
I'm sorry.
But listen. So
you think that she gonna try to swing on y'all niggas?
She said, no, I'm not returning your baby?
No, she never said that.
Okay, so what did she say?
She never said that.
No, that's what I'm asking.
She was supposed to be going to the outlet to buy my baby.
Yeah, but you said that you called her.
I did call her.
That night, and the
then
officers left.
Then when I got
the band?
The band, that's when I told her if she didn't produce my child, at the time she said that I was going to be calling the police.
Okay, so it wasn't like she said, "Oh, I'm not bringing it back." You were just trying to reiterate, "Hey, we had a deadline.
Yeah.
You better have her there."
Yeah, I said.
So it wasn't like you were asking for it right then and there. You just were asking her to keep the deadline.
Right. I said, I appreciate what you are trying to do. I don't know why I just got banned from H&R Block. This is making me very uncomfortable at this point.
Okay.
I feel like
you ain't really supposed to get your child over to the stranger anyway. Even if they trying to help it, like, nigga, just go get the clothes. Like, yes, this lady really ain't shit. So it's like, just go get the clothes. Like, what the fuck?
Yesterday.
Why she gotta go with you?
Deadline, DCF called.
You babysitting or something? Like, I asked you to babysit.
He was supposed to be back.
Thank you.
He told me he had my daughter.
I
and that he was
appreciate it.
supposed to drop her off to me at 9 a.m.
And do you remember the DCF worker's name?
If I could have my phone, I could give you everything you just asked for.
So you said you got the call from the DCF worker Wednesday morning?
No, yesterday.
Yeah, that's Wednesday. Today's
Okay.
Thursday.
I've been crying all night. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm a nervous wreck. I want my baby.
I just started doing some funny shit. Yeah, I ain't see that.
Excuse me.
Just to reiterate, you say has pink hair?
Pink hair.
Okay.
I think she, to be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship.
Oh, that's your sister.
She's had sex with my husband for years. And
Sex with her husband for years.
she actually
Yo, shit just keep. What's going on?
She has wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family. I believe she sent to do that on purpose.
And this is...
She one of them shorties. I don't know what type of shorty you are.
Because she
Like, shit like this really happened,
in
or?
my face and told me I was going to be in jail at 3 p.m. So they set this up. Sounds petty, but it's true.
I mean, what would be the reasoning they would do that?
Same reason she f***ed my husband. She's spiteful.
Jessica Woods was charged with 3 counts of child abuse, 1 count each of child neglect, unlawful desertion of a child, and selling or surrendering a minor for money or property. She remains in
I ain't gonna
detention.
lie, trying to sell your daughter for $500, go crazy. I ain't gonna lie, till next time.